Well, the children are back in school, and thank God. Well, about half of them. A little over half of them. I tried to get the other half of them on the bus, but their stubby little legs wouldn't make the step, and the driver told me that they had to wait a few years before I could. And so here they are at home, and thank God they're taking a nap, so I'm going to record this. But I'm going to tell you about my weekend. When all the kids are back home again, and I remembered what it was like. There is a K-mart near the house that is closing down, which is sad because I like K-mart. And the reason I like K-mart is because K-mart, you can find anything. You can find anything at K-mart. You can go in the toy section. I take the boys in the toy section. And they've got toys there from probably like 1998. Because they don't turn over their stock. If something don't sell, they just leave it out there until it does. It's like, it's vintage stuff now, they say. People will buy it because it's a collector's item. It's a collector's item, you know, whether it's like mascara, milk, whatever. But they don't charge it. They don't charge prices like that for it. They're affordable. They're good. So we went up there, because I threw all the kids in the car, you know, and I left a lot of room in the back for the haul, the things we was going to get, and we got some things. And we got done being there, and my little boy, my oldest one, he told me, his teacher, this school year, his teacher has a hamster. And he said, Mama, please, can I keep the hamster next weekend? Jerry got to keep it this weekend. I want to keep it next weekend. Teacher says we need to take turns taking care of the hamster on the weekend so we can learn responsibility. And I said, I bet she does once you take care of it. That's because she don't want to have to take it home. She don't want to have to take it home and take care of it. Why did she get the hamster? But I said, no, you ain't bringing that rat home. We ain't bringing that rat in the house. We got some rats in the house, and I kill them. If you want to take care of those rats, you take care of those rats. We ain't bringing one willingly into the home. And he cried, Lord, he cried. So we were out already, and so I thought, well, I know what we'll do. We'll go to Walmart. Because my boys like Walmart. And we'll get him a prize. And there is a game we play in the pet section of Walmart called Guess the Dead. And that sounds bad, but I'm going to explain this game to you in just a second. It's kind of like The Price is Right, but you're going to guess how many goldfish is floating. You can play. You go in and you say, okay, well, I think it's going to be 14 floaters. You know, my oldest boy might say, Mom, no, I think it's going to be 10, you know. And whoever gets closest without going over, well, you win. I mean, you don't win anything. But it's fun sitting there counting all the goldfish that's floating up on top. So, they're always floating at Walmart, bless them. I bet the fish, when they transport them there, I imagine they transport them there in a big water truck full of fish, and they just scoop them and put them in the Walmart tank. And when the fish come to, because they probably have to transport them asleep. When the fish come to and they look around, they say, oh Lord, we're in a Walmart. This is it for us. It's the end of the line. But they probably don't say line because that word makes fish nervous. But end of the line. Because they're going to die. So, but I thought, well, maybe this will make them feel better. So we went and got a fish. And we got a little bowl. We put him up in that bowl. And I didn't get no bubbler or nothing because I can do that with a straw if I want to too bad. But I know that fish ain't going to live, bless his heart. And you're supposed to take the fish in the bag. You take the fish in the bag, put it in the water, and let it get the same temperature. But I tell you, I learned this trick. And you can try. You just get the pan on the stove and turn it on real low. And you put some water in it. And you're going to put the fish right in the bag in the water. And that way it makes the water in the pan, in the water, and when the fish is in, it's the same temperature, so you ain't got to wait a day, which is too damn long because fish ain't going to live. It's going to be floating in that little bag. Ain't never going to get to be out the confines of it and enjoy his little bowl. So anyway, we did it. And put the fish in there, and he watched him swim around a little bit. You know, he at the glass, he had a good time. He was fine. Of course, he woke up in the morning and the thing was floating, which I am not surprised, bless his heart, but he cried and cried and cried. He's sensitive. He cried and cried. And I said, well, now we got to flush him. And he said, no, Mama, no, I don't want to flush him because he'll be floating around the septic tank with all my poop. Which, he'll be dead. It won't matter, but he wouldn't have it. So we had a little funeral. We had a little funeral in the backyard for this little fish. And he dug a little hole. And my middle boy, he learned about Thanksgiving last year that the Indians used to put corn in with the fish when they would bury it. But so we had some cream corn. So we put some cream corn over his little dead fish like a little blanket. Like a little corn blanket. I buried him, had a little ceremony. And he's still upset. But they got a decent pet section. I'm going to tell you what, where don't have a decent pet section, and that's Target. And Target is expensive. And Lord knows the only difference between Target and Walmart is blue and Target is red. And they act like they got something. Because you go in that pet section, ain't no fish in it. Oh, they got some expensive dog toys, and I ain't going to look. But look, I ain't got a dog. But I'm going to tell you this secret, and you listen, this is a good idea. Tell me, I got a baby. Now, what baby is going to know the difference between a little squeaky rubber hamburger and a little squeaky... Oh, Lord, I wish I was kidding about this. In Target, they had it in the toys, in the baby section. $15 for this rubber giraffe for your baby to chew on. Now, I can go Dollar Tree all day long and get me little rubber hamburgers or something for that baby to chew on. They don't know no difference. Just Target think they's something. Now I might have to cut this short. I gotta go.